My name is Patricia Fox. I was diagnosed with stage 2A estrogen receptive breast cancer in 2013. When I was diagnosed, I couldn't believe it, actually. I was like, this isn't happening to me. I thought I was too young. I thought when I went to the doctor, I was like, you're being a hypochondriac, like you're wasting money, you're gonna have this crazy medical bill, like this is just ridiculous. So when the doctor said, which I'm so thankful for how she put it, she said, you're going to be a breast cancer survivor. And I was like, I think that actually like really made an impact for me with how I braved the journey. But I laughed immediately. I was just like, this is like not real. So I laughed, and then afterward I was in denial. I just went to work like nothing happened. When I accepted and embraced that I really had breast cancer, they let me know that it would be in my best interest to harvest my eggs in case chemotherapy made me infertile. So I did hormone therapy where I injected myself in the belly, and then after I think 2 weeks, they retrieved the eggs, and then I had a lumpectomy. Then I had chemotherapy, so 4 sessions of adriamycin cytaxan, and then 12 sessions of Taxol. And then I had 37 sessions of radiation. I was prescribed tamoxifen for 5 years, but after 3 months, I made a decision to discontinue. I don't think I truly understood what they meant fully. I've seen cancer survivors. I know what bald is. I have, relatives who have passed away, and at one point in their lives they had cancer, but I still think for me, I didn't grasp it. So I thought I was taking charge of it by cutting my hair really short. And I was like, it's not gonna beat me, and I'll be fine. But the experience was actually way different, because even though I cut my hair very short, it's slipping out the way that it did just by touching it like gently like this was insane and devastating. And so I tried to put a scarf on it, thinking that it would just help to keep my hair in place and I'll be okay. And at the time I hadn't heard of the cool cap. But as my scarf kept twisting and turning, I could feel the hair falling out, and I was devastated. So I woke up in the middle of the night and I shaved my head by myself. Joint pain, and like my muscles felt really it felt like I was like in a fight, like in a fight club fight, or like hit by a truck. And my skin felt paper thin, like Bible page thin. It felt so delicate. It hurt to touch myself, like even like this. Like it was just horrible. So that was like one of the first changes I noticed physically when I started my treatment plan. I felt beautiful. For the longest time, I was bullied when I was younger. I mean, I don't know any kid who wasn't. But for whatever reason, I really believed those things that I was told, that I was ugly, that I was dark, that I was just, people used to call me Godzilla, just to give you a really good idea of how badly I was bullied. And so I've always been fussing with myself to try to make myself look beautiful. And in this weird way, not having to do my eyebrows or do my hair or focus on anything on a physical and an outside, and really just being able to focus on the inside. I know it sounds so cliche, but it's so true. Like I felt amazing about myself. Like I could see my strength. Like, my fingernails turning black. I wasn't ashamed of it because I knew what was going on, but it was embarrassing when people would make fun of it. So I stopped getting my nails done. And that part was really hard. People making fun of that. But when I looked in the mirror, I actually was like, damn, like I'm glowing, and like you are a bad chick. Like you are strong, you're resilient, you're tenacious, and wow, like I'm so proud of you. And I think I've never loved myself so much until I was going through treatment, because there was nothing else to look at. I really was able to see myself. I'm really trying to describe it. I hope I got it across. These changes helped me to realize that I actually was a mess. I was a well put together mess. Before I was diagnosed with cancer, I was actually seeking a therapist, and every therapist I went to just said, "You look so put together. I didn't imagine you've gone through so much." And so afterward, I was able to see, like, you've been in denial about a lot of things for a long time, and you're not really happy. And I was really able to see, like, past my own front, whatever I put on for anyone else, any airs or anything, like, I was able to see past that and be like, you have some work to do. And that's like really deeply like how it affected me the most, was being able to look at myself and be like, yeah, it's beyond what people see. Like, here's some real things to work on. So I have to shamefully admit that I did not have a skincare routine at that time. I only washed my face, and I did not moisturize because I felt like, because I was oily, I should not be moisturizing my skin. I just washed my face. Sometimes I would use alcohol. So my skin had changed so much because of treatment that I had to seek other methods to take care of myself. And so actually the experience enhanced my beauty routine, because then I developed a skincare routine, and I began to use serums and moisturizers that hydrated my skin. I always was into makeup, so I had makeup, but I then became more ingredient conscious. And at that time, there weren't a lot of brands that were really focusing on, clean beauty and vegan and cruelty-free. So the products that I was using was irritating my skin a lot. So I had to be more conscious of, like, what am I buying? What's in it? Is it good for dry skin? Because at the time my skin became very dry during treatment. So those are like some of the things I would do beauty wise. And mainly I would do my eyebrows. That was like a staple. My lips, I love doing lipstick. And when I no longer had lashes, I would sometimes wear eyeliner. But sometimes I wouldn't, because I wasn't conscious to shop for water-resistant eyeliners. And so they would run, because your eyes are, well, for me, my eyes were so sensitive that they would tear no matter what I wore. So I didn't really wear a lot of eye makeup. So most times it was just like a little bit of highlighter, liquid highlighter, because it would stay on past hot flashes, doing my eyebrows, doing my lips, and prayer. Lots of prayer and lots of sun. Lots of prayer and lots of sun. Lots of prayer and lots of sun. That's beauty. That's a part of the beauty routine. People were like, "Oh, you're so brave." I say it like that because at the time I didn't really feel like that. At the time I was like, why is God punishing me? Like, why am I going through this? But people saw me as being brave, or they would say, like, I know you may not understand this, but this couldn't have happened to anyone else, like, better. As in, like, in hindsight, or when someone was able to give me clarity on that statement, it was to say, you handle things so well that you'll handle this journey well too, and you'll be an example to many people. So people thought I was strong. They thought I was brave and courageous. That's people that I knew. People that I didn't know, that I just would see, they would just stare, because especially over time, as it became more apparent that I was going through something, because I had no lashes and no brows, so kids would stare, or like just people would stare. But I didn't take it personal, because they didn't know what I was going through. And even after some time, with my nails turning black, and stopped going to the salon because I was kind of embarrassed about it. But even then, I was just like, I don't even care, because I'm fighting for my life. You don't know what I'm going through. So because you don't know, and you don't know me personally, I can't take it personal. I could care less. I mean, if anything, I think that I should have used that one opportunity when my nails was turning black to be like, hey, well, actually, I'm a young adult who's going through chemotherapy and breast cancer. Did you know young adults get breast cancer? But I think at that time, my focus was surviving. It wasn't educating. I was just like, yeah, I don't really know what I'm going through. I guess, like, you just have to say that. I also, at that time in my life, I was not the most emotionally connected person. My mom likes to say I'm emotionally detached, or that I was emotionally detached. So it was just like, like, okay, you have to say that because you're my friend. And as for strangers, at first I did feel bad. I was just like, I don't want to be outside. But I have to be outside because I have to get my groceries or I have to go to treatment. But on your way there, just doing your everyday things, being stared at was very uncomfortable. I felt weird. I felt just like an outcast. And it almost made me feel as bad as I did when I was younger, when I was bullied. But it was like different. And I think the only reason it was different is because I knew what I was going through. And it's just like, man, like, you're making fun of me and I'm sick. Like, it's like, well, I'm not sick. Well, yeah, I'm sick. Like, I'm fighting for my life. But like I said, because they didn't know me personally, once I kind of had that epiphany, I was like, well, you don't know me personally. So I don't care that you're making fun of me. A routine can help you feel more whole, because it adds some normalcy to your life. From my experience, the changes that I went through with cancer, we call them new normals. And sometimes those new normals are constant, especially in the beginning, and even sometimes thereafter. So, for instance, on the AC treatment, I was like horrifically sick. I couldn't eat for a week. I didn't have any control of my body, so I was like sleeping for 8 hours, not because I was tired. I actually wanted to be up and I wanted to do something. And then when I switched to Taxol, I was crying all the time. I was just a mess. And so having a routine, it kind of gives you a space to for what you can control. So there are a lot of things that are outside of your control. But when you have a routine, and especially a beauty routine, because if you look better, you feel better. And it doesn't even have to be always an external beauty routine as far as like makeup. It could just be, I'm washing and moisturizing my face. Today, my routine is prayer, and I prayed and I feel better. I know when I start my day with prayer and I end my day with prayer, I feel better. Anything, if I eat at this time, I know that I'm more likely to feel better than if I were to eat an hour later because I may feel sick. So my point is just that the routine will definitely help to make you feel more whole, because it allows you to have some control, and it allows you to, in the midst of this chaos, you're on a battlefield for your life. It allows you to have this like small, which can be large in your mind, piece of a landscaping property that you can just design it however you want. And so that's why I think it's important to have some type of routine. And like I said, a beauty routine, you look better, you feel better. At least that's what they say. Back then, beauty meant to me looking good. It meant makeup is always amazing and hair is always done. Short, long, doesn't matter. I've worn it all. But it was about how other people thought of me and what I looked like. But now I realize, especially since my cancer experience, beauty is what I am. So beauty is kindness. Beauty is compassion. Beauty is sympathy and empathy. Beauty is connecting with other people. Beauty is seeing just the beauty in everything that's around you. The sun is coming in through my window. I love that. That's beauty to me. That's, appreciation. That's beauty. So it's not just a physical thing. Beauty is what we are. It's what we carry. It's what we share and give to other people. It's our smile. It's our interactions with other people. And everything else is just extra. It's fun stuff. It's accessories. It's creativity. It's a manifestation of creativity. How I look today is what I created to present, but that's not really what makes me beautiful. What makes me beautiful is what I give and how I am and who I am. So that's beauty to me.